Good evening. Good afternoon. I am Janet, plant-powered peddler, and I'm down 87 pounds since July of 2020, keeping it off since December of 2021. And I like to share what I make both at home and on the road. So I have been doing Melissa's 21-day live lunch, and today is the last of the 21 lunches. So I'm looking forward to making it today. Here. And then today I am going to do the last lunch of the 21-day live lunch. Hi, Susie.
Hi.
Good to see you. And it's the mushroom pizza bites and the side slaw. And I actually made it for lunch today. And I thought, oh, I got to show you all. This is so good. So the first thing you do is you take a half a dozen mushrooms and you scoop them out. You actually scoop out some of the mushroom, and of course you take the stem out. And so I've already done that because it's supposed to dehydrate for a little bit. So I've got it in the dehydrator. And then the next thing you do is the marinara stuffing, and that is right here. And I went to make it and I forgot sun-dried tomatoes, but it does take a couple of tablespoons of sun-dried tomatoes. I'm just going to do it without. So, so I will turn this upside down. So I'm going to take a whole tomato. I guess I should just put it under here, huh? And some garlic, a couple of cloves of garlic, and a half of a red bell pepper. And her bell peppers, a whole one, she measures it at 120 grams. So the Costco bell peppers are huge, sometimes twice what she calls a bell pepper tomato. So, or not tomato, bell pepper. So I just weigh it and get, somewhere around 60 grams when I first make something to see if that's the way I want to do it. Here, I should just leave this on here so that you can see what I'm doing here. I got to get used to having this little guy. Okay, and then pre-pitted dates. And I don't usually use all of Lissa's dates. For this I did. I think earlier though I just used two, but she makes things really sweet and that's how she gets her calories. But I'm eating cooked at night, so I don't worry about that. This is tomato powder. I got a tablespoon of that. And some apple cider vinegar, which it's just a tablespoon, so I didn't put it in yet. So easy to just add it in with the tablespoon. So I got tomato, garlic, pepper, date, vinegar, and tomato powder. And that is my marinara. Also, the inside of the mushrooms I've got here, and I minced up some red onion and some broccoli, 3 tablespoons of each. And so that is my meat. And I'm going to add some couple table or 1 tablespoon of hemp, and a few chunks of pineapple. I love pineapple on my pizza. I'm one of those. I'm just going to mix this up, and I'm going to blend the marinara and I'm going to add it to this. And that's going to be what I stuff the mushrooms with. This is so good. I eat every single bit of it. Okay. So now the only thing I'm going to add to this marinara is some water, and it's a cup, but I'm not going to put quite a cup because I didn't have the sun-dried tomatoes, and those are going to take up some of the fluid. I'm going to blend this up. Get that tomato powder. I'll get it with the scraper. Okay, and then I just add this to my mix here. I love her raw marinaras. They're so good. And Chef AJ's got one too. That's delicious. They're so simple. And you don't have to cook them.
What can I ask, with the mushroom stems and the broccoli, what was the third item you had in there?
Red onion
Red onion. Okay, thank you.
and hemp seeds
Oh, okay.
and pineapple.
Okay, yep, got the pineapple.
Okay. I wish I could take this blade off so that I could really get in there and get all the goodies in there.
Janet, is that
Yeah.
recipe in her bundle or is
Yeah,
it?
it's the 21st lunch of the 21 live lunch that was in the raw bundle.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. And every single one of them I've made, Susie, and they're all good. There's a
Good.
couple of wraps in there. There's a chili. There's a curry. A lot of wonderful salads.
Well, I
And,
looked
oh.
at it. I can't find the 21 days, but I've downloaded everything. I'll just go through and look at it again.
Yeah, I'm pretty well, actually, maybe it's in the Chef AJ and Lissa bundle. And I guess if it's in one, she won't put it in another one.
Okay, so it's in another bundle maybe.
Yeah, but I'll send you
Okay.
the recipe.
Yeah. I'd like to get in on the 21-day raw
Yeah,
dealy bobber. That would be kind of interesting to participate in or try.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'll send to you.
I'm gradually getting more raw. It takes a
That's
while, you just can't do it.
well,
I can't do it overnight. So.
yeah. I mean, with me, it's easier for me if I just go raw. But I've been adjusting to doing raw till 4, and that's been fun too. So it's funny how you start something and it really does become a habit.
Well, I find that it feels good on raw, and I like getting up in the morning and having a smoothie.
Mhm.
I've never really done that before, but it just feels so good because it's juicy.
Yeah,
I like that, so I'll keep that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really enjoy it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the mushrooms and stuff them, and that's it for that. Let me go grab them. They're just in the dehydrator. Turn this baby off. I just love this thing. Okay. And actually, she just stuffs them and eats them, but I stuck it all back in the dehydrator to warm it up for lunch. And I ordered myself some sun-dried tomatoes. I use a lot of them. I was amazed that I was out of them. But it's grocery store run tomorrow. And so I just hadn't got there yet. Okay, here's my mushrooms. I had two big ones, and so I thought, oh shoot, I'm just gonna use those because they're so good. And I'm just gonna pile this stuff in. This one's gonna take all of it, huh? So I mean, that'd make me a meal right there.
I ordered sun-dried tomatoes off Amazon, and you really
Me
have to
too.
be careful. You have to be careful about what you ordered. Mine had
Yeah.
salt in them, and I don't know why anybody would add salt to sun-dried tomatoes.
They add salt to them, oil when they
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I made sure mine had no added salt.
Well, I'm going to use mine because I bought them, but after that, I'll
Yeah.
be a little bit more careful.
Yep,
But
I
they
hear
come in
ya.
handy.
Yeah, I always look at the sodium, the fat, the sugars, the ingredients if they'll let me, but I couldn't find where it just said sun-dried tomatoes, but
Yeah, yeah.
all the ingredients or yeah, not the ingredients, but what do you call that? The nutritional chart. Wow, I can't believe it. I don't have enough room. She saves her marinara and has it with zoodles that night.
Oh, that sounds good.
So that's probably what I'll do is I'll do this big, huge, help me. What are these called? The mushroom,
Mushroom.
the big mushroom. Hi, Kathy.
Portobello.
Portobello.
Portobello. Yeah. There's baby portobellos here and the big mama portobello. So I'm going to stick this back in the dehydrator and just let it heat up. Actually, I don't have to do that now because, well, I will just for a little bit here. I'll definitely taste one of these, even though I just had it for lunch. It's so good, I don't mind. But I want you, there's also a side slaw that goes with it. So I want to show you the side slaw. And the only thing left to do is when it comes out, I'm going to put some dried oregano on it. And she calls for fresh basil leaves, and I had fresh mint, so I'm a mint girl today. I'm putting mint wherever it says cilantro or basil. I'm using mint. Okay, so that's that one. Then let me rinse this off because we're going to put together the side slaw, and that has a dressing with it. Very nice dressing. I really enjoy it. And I'm just going to grab my other container here, which is very convenient with this NutriBullet and my towel. Wipe my hands. Okay, so now the side slaw. So the salad itself, I'll stick in this big bowl so I can mix it. And it's just a cup of julienne red cabbage and a cucumber, and a carrot, 2 carrots, and half a red bell pepper. And this is the carrot and the cucumber. And I have those huge Costco cucumbers, so I just used half of mine. And then this is the red bell pepper, my last red bell pepper piece. And I'm being a little bit conservative about groceries because I'm leaving on a tour in a little over a week. So I don't want to get anything in the house that I can't take with me. So I am going to go grocery shopping tomorrow, but I'm going like more frequently so I don't end up buying too much. Okay, and then 2 green onion stalks. I don't have those yet. Let me go grab those. I just cut them from outside. I bring them in and chop them up. I don't know. 2 of them, she says. So fun to just have them right out in the yard. Give them a wash. It says cut them diagonally. Oh yeah, I went over every single thing and I thought they were all taken care of. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. A rainbow. How could we not be happy? We're always eating the rainbow.
Yes.
Okay, so cut these. Try not to cut my fingers off. I had a bunch of these where I wanted to plant my tomatoes, so I cut them, or I pulled them out because I don't want them growing right in that spot anymore, and they don't care. They'll go somewhere else. And I had a whole bunch of them, and I remember I showed it to you in the glass, and then I took them out and peeled them and chopped them all up and cooked them and put them in with my vegetables. Oh, so good. Okay, and then some red onion, which I love. So it's just thinly sliced red onion. So everything is, kind of julienne and sliced and slawish. Now we're going to do the dressing for this. Bring this guy back. She uses 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. So I use 2 dates. And I'm just going to put a couple tablespoons of water in with them. And that is going to be my sweet. I just always use dates. I like having the fiber. And actually, usually I just sort of, I cover the dates in water. So that's actually a little bit more than 2 tablespoons. But hey, the more dressing, the better as far as I'm concerned.
On one of
Oh.
her recipes, instead of nuts, I used chia seeds just
Yeah,
to avoid that. It kind of worked. I think it probably missed a little bit, but I didn't want the calories, so I put the chia and it worked okay.
it's worth a try, I
Yeah,
always say.
yeah.
Okay, and then is it a tablespoon or a teaspoon? It's a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. It's a cute little container Stephen got, and then he didn't like it. And then freshly grated ginger and garlic, and I've just got a hunk because since I'm going to blend it, she just whisks it, but I'm going to blend it. So that's a hunk of ginger there. I just love ginger. And then I've got a garlic clove. She says, I think a teaspoon or yeah, a teaspoon. And then a teaspoon of tahini. Get a little bit of tahini here. Something just went flying. So I've started using a little bit of tahini and we'll see how I do. When I'm bicycling, we did 75 miles on the bikes yesterday because Stephen has decided he might want to go. And so he wanted to make sure he could do the mileage. And he did it without any problem at all. He's so amazing. He turned 77 today.
Wish
Wow.
him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Stephen.
I can't because he hates birthdays. So he's happy when I don't say anything, but thank you from
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
His family just never celebrates birthdays or holidays, any kind of holidays. And it was so different for me. But the neat thing about that is, like when my first marriage, we celebrated all the holidays and I was so lonely on the holidays. Now they're just another day. So I'm so grateful because if he has to go before me, which, he's 8 years older, there won't be that holiday depression. So there's a gift in everything, isn't there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got a 1/4 teaspoon of mustard powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. So I figured that would be just as easy to grab my 1/4 spoon and do it that way. That and mustard. Love mustard. Okay. And there's this, I think, needs no water because it's got the little bit of water in there from the date.
Mhm.
Let me make sure here.
So garlic, tahini, and then mustard.
For just the last things.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, actually, okay, it's dates, cider vinegar, garlic, ginger, tahini, mustard powder, and onion powder.
Okay,
And
thank
I'll
you.
send it to you.
That's okay. I love the sauces on stuff.
Oh, me too. They just make it.
Yeah.
That's salty.
But I do like the sugar. The calories.
What?
Yeah, I like the sugar, the sweetness, sometimes. And I
maple
know
syrup?
with a raw diet, you get calories from like the fruit and sweetness. You
Yeah,
know, that's a
agree.
concept I just understand now.
Yeah, when it's raw, you need the calories.
Yeah,
But you still got to be careful of the fat. So
yeah.
I'm just trying a little and seeing. Because the next thing I'd like to do is her 2 months of menu plan that were also on
Oh,
the bundle with Chef AJ.
oh. Another thing about raw food is that with fruit, I never salt fruit. It's so easy not to salt anything.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
that's what I really like about it.
Yeah,
There's no temptation. You're just overwhelmed by this, especially the wonderful ripe stuff. You know,
yeah.
just nice.
The watermelons are really good right now.
Oh, are they? Oh,
They're delicious. I'm so surprised because it's early in the year, but boy,
yeah.
they're sweet and tasty. Oh man, that smells so good. You know, as soon as there's some fat, I'm licking the bowl. You know, it's just so the brain just loves it. So does the tongue. So I'm just tossing this whole thing in here. She even puts little notes in her things. Use the whole dressing because that's how you're going to get your calories. Well, most of the times I can't eat all the salad that she makes and the dressing. So I split it into a couple meals. And if I get hungry, I just have more of something else. Or I eat more starch at dinner. So, but I get plenty. I was concerned yesterday because I just do fruit in the morning. And I thought, I wonder if I could ride on this. And I did fine.
Mm.
I had my usual, have some mangoes, some kiwi, some banana, and my heavy metal detox. And then I packaged up some watermelon and we got to the ferry about 18 miles later and I had watermelon
Mm.
and that kept me until lunch. And for lunch I had made her salad on day 20 and I put it in 2 containers. So I had a container at 30 miles and then I had the second container on the ferry to come home after 70 or after we still had 18 miles to go. So at around 60 miles.
That's pretty good. A salad
Yeah.
in 60 miles. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. But you know, the salad had fruit in it and her dressing and
Yeah.
it had some good, you know, it's fun when you're nutrient dense. That covers you, I think, almost as much as having calories
Yeah.
because your body feels so good. I feel a lot more nutritiously satiated these days.
Well, I think also, you know, with the thought that if you have low fat, no fat, you know, low fat diet, after a while, the glucose gets into your cells a little bit better with the nutrients,
Yeah,
probably.
I think so too.
You
Yeah,
know, and just
everything starts processing better. Hi,
right,
Connie.
right. You have
Yeah,
that's probably why you have more energy and stamina.
yeah,
But
yeah. And I've been
you don't
going all
know.
day today. I'm tired, but
Wow.
it's amazing how,
Hmm.
you know, I was out working in the orchard, weeding,
Hmm.
and then of course doing this once before today, and then getting all this ready for this afternoon and cleaning the house. There's always cleaning. Just it's such a little place that it gets real dusty and dirty fast.
Yeah.
I really need to just take everything down and just give everything a thorough going over. but kind of waiting for Steven to finish the skylight and the stove, and he's got so many projects he's doing. He's just finishing all the insulating of the hot tub now. And I'll tell you, we've been in that every night. We're just loving it. All right. So just mix that in there. And then, oh, that's the marinara. Where's my sheet for my salad? Top it with black and white sesame seeds and a little cilantro. So I'm going to top it with some sesame seeds and a little bit of mint. So this is actually everything but the bagel mix. So it's black sesames, white sesames, poppy seeds, and onion flakes. And I made up a bunch for Steven, and then a big container of it came in the mail because he had already ordered it. He'd forgotten that he'd ordered it. So I said, no problem, I'll use it. It's great on the wraps, you know, the everything but the bagel wrap, yes, but all the rest of them too. You'll notice that Nate and Lissa put it on a lot of their wraps. Okay, and then I've got some chopped mint here. So we're going to use some on the mushrooms and we're going to use some on here. And I've got plenty of mint so I can get more, and I've got some growing outside too. So I put it in this bigger bowl so I could mix it. Then I'm going to stick it in a smaller bowl. My little salad bowl. To serve it. And I'm going to have a taste and then cover this up and have it for lunch tomorrow. Hopefully it'll still be okay. But what a nice meal. I just had to show you this amazingly simple.
I can't
But
see what you're
delicious.
doing. I can't see what you're doing because the camera is kind of up. So I
Yeah,
can't see what it looks like. I guess that's
Oh,
why.
I'll hold it up. How's that?
Yeah. Hold it up then. Yeah. I can't, all I can see is your hand.
Oh, you're kidding.
I can see it.
There
There's
you go.
there's a second video. She's got
Oh.
2 videos up.
Oh, she does?
Oh, you're
Oh,
yeah.
no.
See the
Really?
one with the food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
I
see it.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
you.
I've
Oh,
been doing the whole
thank you.
thing with the
Oh,
camera
thank
above it
you.
like this.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, that looks good.
Oh, you know
Thanks,
why?
Kathy.
I didn't highlight. Oh shoot, I got to do this whole thing all over again. Just kidding. I didn't spotlight myself.
Is that Dulce on the counter?
Yeah.
Okay.
There. How's that, Suze?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Darn it.
Okay. Good.
Now I'm having a hot flash.
Hmm. There you
I'm
go.
getting a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's probably growing
Okay.
faster too because you're raw.
I'm growing what?
It's probably growing faster because you're on a raw
Oh.
food diet.
Yeah, maybe. It sure is growing. Let me grab the mushrooms.
Yeah, she's letting her food go to her head, huh?
Yeah.
Ha ha.
My
Good
We
food's
all
going
do.
to my
We
hair.
love our food.
Look at these guys.
Oh,
Janet,
yum.
has your hair grown back a lot thicker after you shaved it that time?
It's not as it's thickening, but it's still kind of, you know, old hair, old lady's hair. But there's a lot of it, so I used to have, you know, when I first shaved my head when I was in Portugal volunteering at that ashram, they couldn't run the razor through it. My hair was so thick.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's interesting.
It kept stopping the razor.
So you've had your head shaved for a long time.
10 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was
that's all I know. Yeah.
2012, I think, when we went to Portugal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So let me get a little plate here. And I'm just gonna take a little. Oh man, that's so good.
So Janet, did you put them back in the food processor to bring them up to a little warmer temperature than
In the
warmer than room temp-
dehydrator.
or
Yeah, I put them in
dehydrator?
the dehydrator. Yeah.
Oh, it looks nice. That looks
we-
beautiful.
Lovely.
Oh, yum, yum.
Let's see here.
I happen to be hungry right now too. It's
Oh.
kind of hard to watch it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm,
What if you were here, you could smell it, and it just smells wonderful.
yeah.
Oh,
sure
it just
they
tastes
did.
delicious.
Oh, good.
I already know this because I had it for lunch, but
Mm. Mm.
so I know Jennifer, she'll stuff her mushrooms and then bake them,
Mm.
but I just love them raw, dehydrated,
Dehydrated. Oh,
warmed up in the dehydrator.
yeah. Good.
That is so good.
I bet the marinara tastes good though. I
She
bet
makes
that
the
does
best
taste good.
marinaras.
Yeah, she's got
Yeah.
those dates in it. Yum. You have to make that.
So next week, Monday, is just before I head out on the tour on Wednesday. So I thought I'd do I show you how I get ready.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that on Monday. And then the next Monday, I'm going to try to prep. I'm going to show you what I do when I'm on the road. So this is a
good.
self-contained tour. We're going to be out for 14 days. We're going to ride around the Olympic Peninsula
Mm,
from here out to Forks, which is the northwestern part of the state. And then we'll go down the coast, the Pacific coast, to Eugene, Oregon.
okay.
And then in Eugene, we'll catch a train back to Seattle and then ride home.
Oh, that's Chris's tour.
Yeah, Chris's
Oh,
tour.
man. Good.
And Connie said she'll come. Well, I haven't looked, but I think she's going to be here the Monday, the June 3rd. Connie's
Yeah.
working out, so she might be too busy to come talk to us. But
That's fine.
um,
That- Janet,
oh, there she is.
yeah,
So can you do June 3rd?
sure.
Oh, wonderful. So we get Connie on June 3rd. Okay.
So
Well, have
Janet,
fun.
can you,
Thank you.
are you sending the recipe to all of us in case we bought the wrong bundle?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Here, let me stop recording